me talk to you.
Welcome to another exhilarating episode of Sofa King Smart Podcast. My name is Chet Von Chetsky, and we are here to review another week of WWE SmackDown and Raw. I am joined by my co-host, that dude Ben, aka Who Bencio. How the hell are you doing, brother?
Good. Not as good as fucking SmackDown or Raw. I thought it was ass.
They were a slog fest this week.
Yeah, it was. I think the CM Punk aftermath is trying to kick in.
Yeah, CM Punk hangover.
Yeah, hangover.
Yeah,
that's the word. Because obviously Raw was pretty good with CM Punk returning, and then no CM Punk, and it's like, it's why we all tuned in.
Yeah, absolutely. WWE has been giving us all-time highs since Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And eventually it was going to come back down to earth. We knew that.
Yeah, they just stuck the tip in, and I want the whole thing, damn it.
Yeah, I do. I want the whole damn thing.
I want the whole thing.
I mean, you had Randy Orton back on SmackDown for the first time in a year and a half. That was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's always fun seeing Randy. Randy gets me pumped.
I like Randy. Daddy is back.
Yeah, Daddy's back.
Ooh,
Hell
good
yeah.
look. He looked good.
Yes, he does look good. He's on all of Hulk Hogan's vitamins. He's been saying his prayers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Apex Predator.
One day we'll look like him.
That day's past, my brother. That day is long gone. Yes. No. That's far behind. Yeah. You need to start a Back to the Future Part 4.
Yeah, no shit.
Chet loses 200 pounds. Fat to the future.
So stupid.
I'm not seeing Doc Brown. I'm seeing a diabetes doctor.
Nutritionist doc.
Yeah. He's like, you need to run 88 miles per hour on a to not die in the next 2 weeks.
You're like, I guess my picture's disappearing because I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, just fade away.
I'm fading away. Good luck, future.
Yeah, dude. Enough with living in the past or the future.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could live in the future after this stupid fucking SmackDown.
I said, go back in the past and not watch some of this. Utilize the fast forward button. But unfortunately or fortunately, we're doing a podcast on this, so we have to pay attention. We're paying attention for the masses. There's a lot of unfortunate, people out there. They're less fortunate than us, or they're more fortunate than us. It depends on how you look at it.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, and they didn't get to watch Raw or SmackDown this week. So
Lucky bastards.
Must be nice.
It must be nice. We do it for you. We sacrifice
we do
our minds and bodies for you guys.
For the people.
For the people.
Yep. We are the People's Podcast. We are Sofa King Smarks.
Yes.
Let's
get to it.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little different format this week. We're going to break down the shows into parts. SmackDown this week opens up live from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. All right, so the show opens with Bianca Belair claiming she's not done with Io Sky and she wants her title back. Charlotte comes out, states her desire for the title. What do you know? Next, Bobby Lashley defeats Butch with a devastating spear in a match that was more competitive than expected. Paul Heyman then confronts Nick Aldis about inviting Randy Orton to SmackDown. Nick Aldis responded by saying that he's going to make Randy Orton a full-time member of SmackDown. Pretty Deadly beat up Butch backstage. Yes, boy. I don't care who they beat up.
Yes, boy.
Yes.
I need more of them.
Absolutely. CM Punk has been hyped up for his return to SmackDown next week for the first time in over 10 years on the Tribute to the Troops special episode of SmackDown. Love that they do the Tribute to the Troops. Everyone should thank a veteran if you get a chance.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you very much. And finally, to end up the first half of SmackDown, Santos Escobar defeats Joaquin Wilde with a Phantom Driver. After the match, Dragon Lee makes the save doing lucha moves. Think about this first hour of SmackDown there, brother.
I mean, here. Okay. I I come on here week after week and shit on Shotzi every single week. She looked amazing in those leather pants.
Oh.
She looked pretty good this week, minus the hair. But it just the segment with the women and Bianca Belair, it's just so stale now. Like I'm actually tired of Bianca Belair.
I am too.
She reminds me so much of Cena, where it's just come out, be a good guy. I'm gonna fight everybody, and then basically bury everybody.
Yeah,
Kind
just
of,
corn-fed baby face, just
yeah, and
shaking
I loved
babies,
her
kissing
more.
hands on the way down to the ring. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
I liked her more in NXT when she was a heel. It hurt, and that's the thing is like baby faces in WWE are just the most stale characters.
They're a dime a dozen too.
They're a dime a dozen, and it's just you got to do something different. Like the whole damage control thing. I love damage control and how they came out. You know, they ignored Bailey. Obviously, they're piggybacking on the whole story of Survivor Series where Bailey basically was the MVP for damage control, and then she ended up taking the pin because Kairi Sane didn't save her. So they're that's the only good thing is that they're building up that story to where they basically kick out Bailey from the group, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that is it. Any segment with Paul Heyman is awesome. Just the way he
Sure.
confronted Nick Aldis, just the gall of you. Where do you get off inviting Randy Orton to SmackDown without running this by me or the Tribal Chief?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then just Nick Aldis going, this me running it by you. And I
yeah,
thought that was pretty awesome.
yeah. And Nick Aldis is doing great.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was for some reason he was wearing Paul Heyman's suit though. It was like 3 sizes too
Yeah,
big.
yeah. It was.
But if you pay
Um,
attention to what happened later in the show, it's probably so he didn't rip it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He took a nasty RKO, which is great. I obviously it was out of nowhere and bullshit, whatever. But it was really out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting him to fucking RKO
Yeah,
Nick Aldis at
dude,
the end of the show.
I've been a wrestling mark for 100 years in a row, and when Nick Aldis
Yeah,
lifted his hand in the air, I go, "That's it, guys. That's it. Let's call it a night."
yeah, yeah,
Then the arc, I literally was like, "Oh!"
yeah,
And that was
yeah.
awesome. Fuck
My
you.
my other thing with it too is like I didn't care too much for LA Knight coming out for the save.
Yeah,
I felt like that's a whole Randy
but
moment. Let
hey,
him.
you're jumping down the line now. It's a little
What do you mean?
giving out spoilers.
Oh. Sorry. Um,
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
just
keep the people wanting more. Man, you can't give away
yeah.
the plot in the first act.
My bad.
It's all good,
It,
brother.
it was just like I just felt like SmackDown was all over the place today or Friday night. That's
It really was. Like it didn't really like outside of the Randy Orton thing, because that was like an ongoing part of the episode. It
yeah,
really didn't do anything to progress too much other than the Bailey saga. And the only good, like what I hope comes of the Bailey situation is that they all turn on Bailey. She
sure.
wins the Rumble, fights Io at WrestleMania. That would be awesome. And when she wins the Rumble, she comes out to her old hugger gimmick at the Rumble. Like it doesn't matter what number. Number 30 would be dope. She comes out at
Yeah,
number 30 to her hugger gimmick. That would be. I'd pop for that.
I think for the sake of having the hugger gimmick, she has to be number one or two. You have to give her the full entrance,
Yeah,
the
make her
full
fight for it.
make her
Yeah,
fight for it.
yeah.
Yeah. They have to do that route, and I
Not
would fucking pop.
not that Cody bullshit from last year, so no one
Not
would
that code.
boo who was 30.
Exactly,
Which makes
exactly.
sense the way they did it. I understand, but
But yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like when I'm watching a TV show, and I don't watch too many TV shows, is
I'm well aware.
every story has to progress. Every episode has to progress the story, and we didn't really get much from
No,
anything this week.
hey, we need to thank our lucky stars, say our prayers, take our vitamins, his brother.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we got Pretty Deadly in a backstage
Yes,
interview.
boy.
Yes,
That was
boy.
fun. Yes, boy.
I don't
That
know.
was fun.
I can't remember which one it is because I can't remember the color of his hair to get his name right. But every
Yeah.
time after he does some dastardly shit and he does the to him, I love
Yeah.
that. I think it's
Yeah,
so
Kit.
awesome.
Yeah, Kit.
It's Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. I can tell you their names. And
Yeah.
and Elton was the blonde one because he was hashtag
Yeah.
Elton Strong. I have to do
Yeah.
Mark math to get to figure out who they are.
I love Mark Math.
Yeah, dude, I need a patent Mark math trademark.
You should. We should.
Yeah, that fucked WWE this week.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it fucking did.
Yeet.
Yeah. We could move on. There's nothing. I don't have anything else to say because it was just kind of bland. It was just
The Bobby Lashley Butch match was way more competitive than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley squad. It actually turned out to be the best match on SmackDown, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
The entrance was awesome.
dude, Bobby Lashley's entrance where it goes on even longer than before.
Mhm.
Because I love Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, me too.
And the problem WWE's having right now is no one will boo Bobby Lashley. And,
I love it.
Well, they're not giving anyone a reason to boo Bobby Lashley. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not beating up any baby faces. You really
No.
want him to boo Bobby Lashley? He needs to go out there and beat the shit out of LA Knight or somebody.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has to be someone big.
Yes.
What I liked about their entrance is what they came all. There was a little part where they kind of all sync their movement
Yeah.
at Bobby's entrance. I thought that was cool because when you have a synchronized faction or whatever or a group, whatever you have, I think it's great for TV.
Oh, dude, they looked amazing coming out together.
They look
was a
amazing.
phenomenal-
But
Good.
but it's a double-edged sword because then how do you boo them if they're so cool? How do you boo them?
I don't know, dude. I couldn't. I mean, even when the Hurt Business was doing their most dastardly shit, I thought it was so awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, my ringtone was the Hurt Business theme song, like during the pandemic.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Jesus Lord.
Dude, I thought that theme music was badass.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, you go back, you throw that song on any gym workout playlist, you start throwing up reps, dude.
maybe you can look like Randy Orton in the future. Then
No,
keep listening to the Hurt Business.
I look like Randy Bobandy from Trailer Park Boys. Eating all them cheeseburgers, Randy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, motherfucker?
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, Randy. You know you only got your grade 7, you second trimester looking bitch. And Randy's
Oh,
over there
shit.
going 1 cheeseburger per lot fee.
Oh man, it's just I want to go back and watch that show now.
It's great. I'd rather watch Trailer Park than SmackDown sometimes.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Santos Escobar. Did you see his shirt? I almost want to
Yep.
buy it for you, but only if
Yep.
you cut it and wear it like Santos wore it to the ring.
I mean, I could try.
I mean,
I actually have one of those ponchos that Santos Escobar came out with, like a real Mexican, like a real Mexican one. I should have worn it today. I'll wear it next. I'll wear it for next week's pod.
dude, it's
It's
too
gonna be
hot in
hot as
Arizona
fuck.
for that, dude.
It's gonna be hot as fuck, but I'll do it for the people.
So all right, about the Santos Escobar match.
Mhm.
I love Santos being heel.
Mm-hmm.
Joaquin Wilde got in. I guess they wanted to showcase him somewhat, even though he's a jobber. But here's my beef with this,
Jobber.
and a jobber. And I know in Lucha Libre wrestling, this is how they traditionally make saves. But when someone is in the ring pounding someone with fist, and if I'm at a bar and I see my buddy getting his ass whooped, my initial response is not give this motherfucker a corkscrew hurricanrana.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like that's the only thing. Like when I noticed a lot in Lucha Libre when they break up fights, instead of having an aggressive like you're beating up my friend or something, and I'm gonna start pounding you back, they're like, hold on, let me do a twisting toe twilio, conquejo hilo, and then roll you out of the ring. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool, but in the context of your buddy getting beat up, it just doesn't make sense. Even wrestling sense, in my opinion.
Yeah, Dragon Lee coming out. It's so funny. Like just a regular, street clothes or whatever, but the mask. It looks so stupid.
And also his theme music. All I can hear is them counting Spanish during it. Oh, cuatro, cuatro, cinco, seis.
Oh, I don't even pay attention to
Oh,
the
listen
music,
to it next time. His entire music, it just sounds like, oh, cuatro, cuatro, cinco, seis. I'm like,
just
like
Sesame
4,
Street
4,
in
4,
Spanish.
5, 6. Okay, all right.
Just
Listen to it next time.
Mexican Sesame
I mean,
Street.
you understand Spanish better, so you might actually understand the words off the rip. But considering Spanish is my second language and English is my third language, it sounds like cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna pull it up later after this.
That's all I hear. I only have one question. Where's Carlito? Like, he didn't get beat that bad. Like,
Carlito's been a failure return, in my opinion.
you know, we all wanted him to return since he came back at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Which he did say on SmackDown last week. He was like, I'm going to fight in my first WWE PLE. And I'm like, you were in the 21 Rumble, motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so lackluster. They're building it. I don't know, man. They're kind of throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Well, like, I was watching NXT earlier. Like, Rey Mysterio was on NXT.
Yeah.
In a video. Well, because...
I did see that.
Yeah, because, like, Wesley, I guess he's injured or something, so now Dragon Lee's fighting Dominic Mysterio this Saturday at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I don't understand what they're doing with this LWO stuff. Like, why is Zelina Vega not out there just slapping the shit out of everybody, looking good?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's like I said, they're just trying to see what's working in. Right now, the only thing that's working is Santos Escobar until Ray comes back. But even that, you know, obviously Dragon Lee got beat up by Santos at Survivor Series. For him to come make the save was like, he already beat the shit out of you. Why are you coming out? Like, at least have the other guy. What's the other guy's name?
Cruz del Toro.
Cruz del Toro. Oh, okay. Also, Joaquin Wild. That's not a Mexican name. Wild?
No. Like, Wild with an E at the end. Like, that.
Yeah.
That's like some kind of American shit.
Yeah, it's like, I'm actually offended that he doesn't have a more Mexican name.
Yeah.
Well, give him something.
I don't know. I got some news later on some new names they got trademarked, and they're not good either.
Ooh. Oh, well. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, if anybody's got anything to say about that, it's Sofa King Smart's podcast. This is bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bullschlager.
WWE's dropping the ball on both sides of the trademark game these days.
I saw that one thing from Raw.
Yeah.
The Raw thing.
Yeah, we got that in the news.
Yes.
Yeet.
Yeet.
All right, so let's get to the second half of SmackDown. It's so dumb. Just say yes. It's like
Yeah.
bet. It's like bet.
Yeah.
Just say okay. Just say yes.
It's like
I'm gonna go on a rant right here. If you say bet or fam or leg, because leg is short for legit, which legit is already short for legitimate, you're fucking dumb.
What? I've never heard of leg before.
No, people say leg these days. It's a new dude. These new kids. These kids coming up in like the undergrades, like the grade 7s and grades 8s, like that. Because I got my grade 7 just like Randy Bobandy. Like, so like I never got to like understand what these kids are going through in the later stages of the education system here in North America. But
oh shit.
Yeah.
I use those words for my son. My son's 17, so I use those words to embarrass him. And it works.
Dude, nice. I'm gonna start doing that. I don't see. My niece is 3.5. She doesn't even know bet. She just learned fuck, and she says it on the reg.
I mean, they just said Riz was the word of the year. You see that?
Riz? What the fuck is Riz?
It's like, I don't know, just charisma.
Oh fuck, dude.
I don't know.
All right, fuck America. We're going in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Speaking of America, second half of SmackDown, United States champion. What a segue. Logan Paul announced there will be an 8-man tournament to determine the number 1 contender for his title. Take fucking notes, Tony Khan. 8-man tournament, single elimination. The winner moves on. The loser's gone. We don't have to do mark math to figure out who wins the fucking thing to get 3 belts that turns into a championship that turns into something that 40 people are going to watch. You stupid idiot.
See.
Then Kevin Owens confronts Logan Paul and vows to win the tournament and take his United States Championship. Bianca Belair defeats Kairi Sane with the KOD despite Bayley's interference. Randy Orton chooses SmackDown after receiving help from an unlikely ally, LA Knight, to fend off the Bloodline. Randy ends the show by delivering an RKO to General Manager Nick Aldis. Fine loading, I assume. And that's the end of SmackDown. What'd you think about the second half of SmackDown, brother?
Well, like I mentioned, I don't understand why you can't just let Randy have his own moment for SmackDown, his first day back, and signing the contract to be in SmackDown. Let him have it. Next week, then you have Solo and Jimmy, beat the crap out of him, have LA come in for the save, but you take the whole spotlight away from Randy by having the biggest superstar on SmackDown saving him.
I just had to imagine if they just did the segment where both GMs are giving their convincing arguments as to why he signs, and then he RKO's Adam Pearce and then signs the SmackDown contract. That would be dope.
Yeah, and then signs the SmackDown contract and then RKO's Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
That'd have been beautiful.
And then, dude, we just rewrote the end of SmackDown. It would have been way better.
Way fucking better. Fucking assholes.
Triple H.
We're here. We're queer. I mean,
we're here. We're queer. I'm ready to write it. I'm trying to write SmackDown.
I'm trying to write SmackDown for you guys.
Yeah.
You don't even have to pay me. The Bianca Belair match, Kairi Sane was again like I just talked about Bianca. It was nothing special. I love Kairi Sane.
I thought it was going to be better. I thought it was going to be better. I don't know why.
The one thing that I did like, kind of going back to the first segment when Damage Control, is when they're in the back, Damage Control's in the back, and then Bayley shows up and she's like, "Hey, you guys didn't tell me. You guys didn't give me a heads up." When Kairi Sane was chosen to fight Bianca, Kairi Sane gave Bayley the stank eye.
Well, no, because Dakota told Bayley, she was like, "We don't need you out there tonight. Stay back here." Yeah, and then
but I'm saying, like, when they were leaving, when the segment was leaving, you can see Kairi Sane giving Bayley the stank eye, because before Kairi Sane left WWE, her last fight was with Bayley. So there's still that tension between those two. So I do like the long-term storytelling there.
That is nice. That is nice.
Yeah.
That's one thing Triple H is doing, is he talking about like things in the past. And we'll get like when we get into Monday Night Raw, they mention things from 5 years ago. I thought they'd never mention again.
Yeah.
So
Logan Paul commentary was
Logan commentary is garbage. Logan Paul, whenever he's not delivering his lines, that even if it's like a slight script he's just supposed to play off of.
Yeah.
Like whenever you can tell he's freestyling, it sucks.
Yeah.
And he also does this thing that I know irks everyone in the back, is when Kevin Owens starts talking and he starts talking into his mic too. I know that pisses them back. And maybe Triple H is looking at it as like, this is Logan Paul. People are going to realize that. And, that's just the mark in me. But like when one person's talking, the other person should,
So I actually liked it, because obviously it's a rule you're not supposed to break, but Logan Paul is an asshole, a douche enough to do it and get under your skin.
Absolutely.
Which to me was like, oh, this is perfect, because
that's why I think they probably do like it.
Yeah. And him and Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble, I think that's who's gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, this 8-man tournament to announce, it's a great tournament. I mean, you got Santos Escobar, Dragon Lee, Karrion Kross, who unfortunately is going to have to job to Bobby Lashley again. Can we get some hashtag justice for Karrion Kross, for sakes?
Yeah.
Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, and an unnamed NXT star, and Kevin Owens, the prize fighter.
Ooh.
Who do you think the unnamed NXT star is going to be? Who would you like it to be? I'm going to tell you who I want it to be, and I'm going to tell you who it's probably going to be.
All right, give me your take first.
All right. I want it to be Braun Breaker, but it's probably going to be someone, and I don't know who it is. Like, I don't have who I want it. Like, I have a list. I thought like someone like Wes Lee until he got injured tonight.
Yeah,
Somebody like that. But if Dijak would be a great option. Yeah, to be in it. But if it's not, I want it to be Braun Breaker. He needs to up the main roster.
My first thought was Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh.
That was my first thought. But then to have him in the tournament and lose was like, eh. So
he could face Grayson Waller in the first round and win. I'm not sure who he's facing in the first round in the bracket.
Yeah. Well, he has to face either Austin Theory or one of those has to lose in the first round. So other person I thought as well was Baron Corbin coming back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but he's fighting for the NXT title this Saturday.
But that's not until next week. So that's a good way to kind of close him off of NXT is lose because he's going to lose. He's not going to win that title.
Yeah, I agree.
And then after that, you bring him back.
The opposite. I'd rather him lose or beat Dragunov and Dragunov come up.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, dude. Because Dragunov comes up to the main roster. That's the only son of a bitch on the entire roster, not named Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns, that should beat Gunther for the title.
But you know me, I'm the master of fucking doing logic for wrestling, which I'm not supposed to do. And that's how I come up with my ideas because I try to come
sometimes
with logic.
Mark math adds up, dude.
Yeah.
So Kevin Owens, when he confronts Logan Paul, he had a great line.
Yeah.
He started talking about Vine. He's like, 12 years ago, I was about to do it, but I can't. I did it in the car really well earlier. I tried, dude. I worked on it. I'm not going to do it. Kevin Owens made a Vine reference telling Paul, it took me 6 seconds to figure out you're an insufferable jackass.
Yeah. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah. I'm glad I stopped that impression because it was going to be bad.
But they're playing the angle with Kevin Owens of him hurting his hand, which it's not. I don't understand
Kevin Owens hurting his hand. Not the one with the one knockout punch.
Well, they're playing that punch that he had with.
Because he's doing the punch thing. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because during the match Grayson Waller worked on his hands like if he was fucking Butch. Stepping on his hand and all that shit. And I was like, you're not Butch. Like that doesn't... I barely pass it with Butch, but anyone else doing it, it just seems so stupid. Like you can't just move your hand out of the way?
Yeah.
Logic.
Like Butch or Shayna Baszler when they do the elbow hand thing. It's like, come on. Like, you can easily just move your arm out of the way.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But if you can't suspend disbelief when you watch wrestling, you're never going to be able to enjoy it.
Well, I don't enjoy it.
What's crazy is they're making it way more easier to enjoy it these days than they did 5 years ago.
This is true. Definitely doesn't have the Vince McMahon vibe anymore.
Everything, even if it's the dumbest thing on the show, you can tell it's there. It has a purpose.
Yes.
Whether it's huge, meaningful, is going to project into a huge storyline moving forward. Everything has something to do with something.
Yes.
Unless it involves Natalya, then it's just fucking pointless.
Bullshit.
I say that because they built up her and her tag team partner, Tegan Knox, just to have them lose. Like, what was the point of weeks of us watching them? Just for, I don't know.
Because
it's me being a cynical WWE fan. And also, I fucking hate Natalya.
Yeah, it's just they have no Riz in the fucking women's division.
Riz. I bet. I mean, first of all, Natalya comes out. Every time I see Natalya with her little French little hat on, all I could think of is Jack Nicholson in the fucking Batman when he puts the makeup on and tries to look like a normal fucking person.
Yeah.
Yes, that dude. You look at Jack Nicholson with the mascara, whatever the hell it's called, on, and then you look at Natalia side by side when Jack Nicholson invades the art museum.
Yeah.
Identical, other than Jack Nicholson doesn't have titties, doesn't have two balloon bags in his underbreast.
Yeah, I forgot you don't like tits.
I love tits. I love tits. It's only if you grew them yourself.
Uh,
Hey, but that Nick Aldis RKO at the end was badass.
That was pretty cool. I did enjoy it. Yeah, Randy coming back. It's great. I know that he has that what's the word for it? People think he's always bored.
Yeah,
You know,
lackadaisical.
Bored Randy. I mean, obviously him being back, you can tell he misses it.
No, dude, he's been away for a year and a half.
Yeah,
it might be the best.
so-
I mean, other than unfortunately he had to deal with a recovery from injury, the best thing for Randy Orton was just being away for a little while.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because he came out of during the pandemic with that stupid Bray Wyatt storyline, and it could have been good, but because
He
of
was
just
bored.
all the hocus pocus shit they did, he was bored, and then he
Yeah.
got put with Matt Riddle, and he said he was having some of the most fun he was having, and then he got hurt. I don't know if there's any truth to that. But then, you know, Randy comes back. They can't use any footage of Randy getting hurt because Matt Riddle's in all of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can't even do anything to play up what you just have to mention what the bloodline did. And for you know, for all the wrestling fans like us that watch on the reg, we understand. You know, but I also they don't have to pay Matt Riddle money if they show him on SmackDown years after he got fired. And I don't see anything wrong of, you know, Randy Orton getting stopped and you see Matt Riddle's ass and back in the background getting up by Jey Uso or something. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with playing that clip.
I think if he was under contract and they use his likeliness, they have to pay him some royalties.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Because that happened with CM. Look at CM Punk. When CM Punk was gone these 9 years, they didn't use damn thing for CM Punk.
Bullshit. They put him in the Roman Reigns video package when they highlighted his 1,000 Days Swiss Championship. They mentioned they did a like a montage of all the people that are all the most championship reigns, most days, and they went through all the champions, and this was like within the last 1,000 days happened. Yeah, and they mentioned CM Punk's 424 day run.
But did they show a picture of him or video?
There was a picture of him with the spinner belt in it, because they were doing like a montage that like kind of like scanned from left to right. So like as it went farther, it got more to the future. Like it was like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold. It moved on, and then they mentioned CM Punk in it. And this was with like what he hit 1,000 days after Mania of this past year.
After Mania.
So.
Speaking of that Roman Reigns thing, did you see that stat that said that he has beaten the last 21 winners of the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, and I hope the one guy he doesn't beat comes back and beats him. That'd be dope.
The one he didn't beat?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be the most incredible thing. It'd be the biggest thing since Easter.
It'd be the biggest thing since CM Punk returning.
No, I was saying since Easter, since God returned.
Okay, so answer me this: when did Roman Reigns beat Seth Rollins?
Royal Rumble 2022.
He didn't beat him. That was a disqualification.
No, that was a disqualification. Man, you already trick question, son of a bitch.
Because Seth Rollins won that because of DQ.
Yeah, that is true.
Because that's one of my favorite matches of. I mean, I would say, I don't know where I would rank that on my all time matches. I enjoyed that match like a motherfucker.
Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns at, not Battleground.
Yeah, it was Battleground.
Was Battleground the one where he won the title? And no, he beat him at Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins beat Roman. No, Roman Reigns beats. Yeah, no, Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns and then got cashed in on by Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. Seth Rollins had the triple threat with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose at Battleground.
All right. Well, what was the then? It was Money in the Bank where he
It was the
Roman
paper.
Reigns.
Yeah, it was the pay-per-view before which Seth Rollins came back.
Yeah, because he came back from his ACL injury, and then
Yeah.
all three members of the Shield held the title within like 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. But before that, Roman Reigns, I can't
And I
remember
think Roman
a
was
specific time.
suspended after that.
Yeah, he was the
Adderall
PEDs
or something.
whatever. Yeah, the Adderall thing.
Yeah.
That's why he dropped the belt. But with that whole stat, because I don't remember him beating Seth Rollins. Anyways,
You don't remember Roman beating Seth Rollins or Rollins beating
Yeah.
Roman?
I don't remember Roman beating Seth Rollins.
No, I don't either.
I don't think so. So that stat is wrong, and I think WWE put that stat up.
Oh, they did?
I'm
Dude,
pretty sure.
Dude, there's marks bigger than us. We're big marks. Somebody's gonna get down to the bottom of that math.
I was already doing it.
Yeah,
Mark math.
Yeah, mark math, baby.
I'm trying to do the mark math. Mark math
Dude.
logic.
They didn't teach us mark math back in school. Back in grade school, back when I was getting my grade 7, they weren't teaching us mark math. Oh, they were trying to teach me the Pythagorean theorem.
The Pythagorean theorem.
A squared plus B squared equals go fuck yourself.
Squared.
Squared. All right, so Monday Night Raw. All right, so the first half of Monday Night Raw, it opens with the new Raw opening sucks. It sucks.
Eh.
The song sucks. I hate
Oh,
anything that sounds like mumble rap. Call me a get off on old school guy. I don't care. Like it's the song sucks. The pictures in the highlight montage there's no wrestling. No one's doing any wrestling. It's just pictures of people.
They had a few things. I paid attention to it. They did have a few wrestling spots, but not a lot. Yeah, they did.
I must have been looking down in disgust.
See, I was paying attention to that, but I didn't pay attention to the song.
No, the song sucks.
All right,
there's a couple of songs you need to start paying attention to. You need to start paying to Ocho Ocho Chisco Cinco Seis. And then I just changed the words too. It was 8856.
Different area code.
Different area code, baby. Dude, it depends on where you're listening to the song. Yeah. Hey, where I live it's Ocho Ocho Cero Tres. 803, baby. Let's go.
You're so stupid.
No te gusta Monday Night Raw, eh? Speaking of Monday Night Raw, so Raw's opening, it is disappointing. Drew McIntyre came out for an in-ring promo, spoke more truths before his match with Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
His match with Sami Zayn, he defeated him with a Claymore in a very physical match. Main event, Jey Uso had a very compelling video package about how it's his time now, referencing the past and the future and the present. Nia Jax defeated Shayna Baszler with the Annihilator in a match that lasted way too long. DIY beats Imperium in a 2 out of 3 falls match with meet in the middle after both teams alternated roll-ups. Why?
Thank God I didn't see that.
Oh, well, lucky you. Caden Carter and Katana Chance defeat Natalya and Tegan Nox in a who gives a fuck match.
Thank God I didn't see that.
Judgment Day stumbles upon R-Truth in Judgment Day's clubhouse again, trying to get an old box to work. This was maybe the best part of Raw.
Yeah, for real. It was good.
God, I love R-Truth. R-Truth, you're a national treasure. If you think R-Truth sucks, that's because you got stupid 24/7 vibes in your brain. And if you go back and watch that stuff now, not watching it live, it's all hilarious. Everything R-Truth does is comedy gold.
Agreed.
Yes,
Agreed.
Yeah. And that's the end of the first half of Raw. What'd you think about the first half of this slugfest they presented with us?
The first part, when Drew McIntyre cuts his promo, when he's like, "The truth will set you free," I was like, okay.
No, dude. He says it again, and then he says it in the show, and I was like, this is the one thing that keeps you from being totally badass.
Yeah.
Stop saying this. Like, he seems forced when he says it, too.
Well, that was our truth gimmick when he was a bad guy, when he was a
Well,
heel.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That was our truth. Little Jimmy was running amok.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, don't use that line.
Nah, that too.
Just you can't use it because someone else used it.
Even if our truth never used that line, him
Yeah,
screaming it
yeah,
out just doesn't
yeah.
seem like something the new
'Cause-
change in his character would say.
Because okay, so if you think about it, what truth are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he's just saying that since he's being more honest now, even though I'm not sure. Like what? Does he know something we don't know?
yeah, like it was just.
I mean, hey,
I
but
didn't like
you know what? He said some things that had some truth to him.
Oh yeah,
Dude, he made some great comments during his opening promo.
yeah,
Because for one thing, he goes, apparently you can get fired, released, leave, do what you want, come back to the company, and you're instantly forgiven these days. And I was like,
Ooh,
boom,
ooh.
that applies to more than one person, but everyone, it's said to make everyone alludes to one person, and it probably does.
Yeah,
But it also, I mean, there's multiple other people that could be.
yeah, Cody, all that shit.
Yeah.
But that match was pretty good though.
The match
Was a bang,
dude. It was
banger.
really good. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were the main event of Raw, and that was my match of the week. And this week, it was a banger.
Yeah, it was a bang her.
Yeah, bang him.
Yeah, I texted our group chat, and I said, I wish that one day I could look as hot as Drew wearing a leather kilt.
I wish I could look as hot as Drew wearing a trash
Nothing.
can.
A trash bag.
Yeah, a trash. That dude is just.
I don't think
he's an athletic specimen.
I don't think we're equipped below the waist for that to happen.
Nope.
Sorry, ladies.
Upon further inspection, nope.
Average at best.
Average at worst.
average depending on your point of view.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of dicks you're taking these days, ladies. I might have the biggest, smallest dick you've ever seen. I don't know.
No. It's perfect.
Yeah. It's not you, it's me. Oh, I'm sorry you have a deep, cavernous vagine. My bad.
It happens to the best guys.
Don't blame me. Blame my dad. He gave it to me. Mom wasn't bitching.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, Drew was speaking some truths. Like when he told Sammy that if anyone deserved to be screwed over by the bloodline, it was you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that was good.
Nothing but facts behind that.
Yeah, that was really good.
You know, like what type of person you've been in the past, and who are you to question who I am now?
Yeah, him shitting on Randy Orton for making peace with Jay was pretty good too.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we shit on that. No, well, I think me and Nate shit on that last week. How quickly they just were like, "Oh, we're best friends now. Like it's all good."
Yeah,
hey, you fuck my mom. I don't care.
Yeah, I would have fucking RKO'd him like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
like I thought they were gonna play that out for like a few weeks, like tease things.
Yeah,
and then like, oh, maybe they have some kind of tag match, and he realizes he's not the piece of, I don't know, but more than just a backstage. Oh, best pals. Yeet.
I think you could have easily fixed the handshake if Randy would have RKO'd Jay at Survivor Series at the end. They show them winning, and then boom, RKO.
Yeah, he got his thing out of the way.
He got it. Yeah, he got his revenge out of the way. Yeah. Then the segment comes in.
He's like, I had to do what I had to do. You know.
Yeah. You know. Yeah.
You did what you did. I did. Hey, we're best friends. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, anti-hero.
Yeah, good call, Hoovy. Yeah. Once again, booking the show with more logical reasoning, without changing the total narrative of what they're trying to tell. That's what makes that's what like boggles my mind is when they can tell it a different way to convey the same story with better logic.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Also, the main event, Jey Uso video package, dude. It was a great dude. WWE does these video packages so well. They do it better than anybody in the world.
Best
dude,
in the business.
Only people that up there with them are like UFC video packages.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
UFC's up there with their promo packages now.
Yeah.
They,
UFC.
they've taken the right things out of WWE with the promos. I mean, not the promos, the packages and the entrances for the fighters. Oh, it's perfect. It's
It's
great.
awesome. Yeah.
And that's the good stuff from WWE.
Yeah, it's the good stuff. But in this Jey Uso video package, like, I love they're referencing the past now. Things that happened in the past. They reference the Usos doing the silly dance. They reference the face paint. They reference FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling. They never talk about that. They don't even talk about OVW, which was like after that, or it's just, it's crazy, or before that. And like the fact they're referencing the past now is awesome. It gives continuity to everything, especially for like lifelong wrestling fans who pay attention to this stuff.
Yeah.
Like it makes you just enjoy it more.
OVW, aka all the guys that banged Jim Cornette's wife.
Yeah, absolutely. That fat bitch Stacy. Trust me, I know all about Jim Cornette. I was a top 2% listener last year on Spotify.
Yeah, you would. Fucking Mark.
Hey, I drive all day, dude. I listen to all the podcasts.
Check Mark Chensky.
Yeah.
The Shayna Baszler match. Why the fucking hell was this on Hulu?
Well, first of all, why did it feel like the entire second hour of Raw? And it was still in the first hour of Raw. It went on so long. And all right, so Nia Jax on the second rope, about to do the Annihilator. And Shayna Baszler gets up, goes to give her a German suplex. Here's what Nia Jax does. She has one job. Push off from your feet, off of the ropes, away.
Jump. Yep.
Not even jump, just push away. The gravity is going to take care of the rest. You can't fucking jump.
Yeah.
She does nothing. She just falls flat down straight on Shayna Baszler's face.
See, the way I saw it was both people's fault, because Shayna should have done basically move out of the way
to the side. She should have been more to the side.
Yeah, she didn't do that. So
no, she expected her opponent to not be 4,000 pounds. Is actually a horrible calculation on Shayna's part. Because, dude, first of all, the fact that, dude, Ivar, he's fat as fuck. He doesn't need to go to the second rope for someone to goddamn German suplex him.
No.
And then
they know how to work. It goes back to my thing that I say every single week. I don't understand why the women's wrestling is as bad as it is. Do they not practice?
That is, but the one thing about NXT, like when I watch like the upper tier women's wrestling, some of them are way better than some of the women on the main roster that's been doing it for years, because they're constantly getting training as opposed to doing a 4-minute house show comedy match and then getting a 5-minute segment on Raw every week. These people are, they're down there working in the PC. They got the one room that has like 6 rings in it, and they got 6 different matches. Like, everybody's working, and like some of these women's matches are just so bad. Like Tegan Nox is really good in NXT, and she's had a lot of knee injuries, but she was really good. Like, and her and Natalya were a complete botch fest. Natalya, one of the most longest tenured women, started the women's revolution, greatest women's wrestler ever. It's just the flagship women's wrestling. No, she fucking sucks.
It's because she survived the Heart Dungeon.
She sucks.
It just goes. It's like I'm beating a dead horse here. When you look at, like, for example, I follow some of these wrestlers on social media, and you see the guys posting videos and them working out, doing moves in the ring and things like that. It doesn't feel like. I mean, obviously, we're just from one point of view. It doesn't seem like the women are doing any of this shit. It's always just TikTok dances backstage instead of fucking try to perfect their craft and things like that. And it's just like, come on, you're supposed to be working out there, and you're not. So I don't know.
I don't know. It's just it's not good. Like
it's not.
Like, and I want it to be good, because when women's wrestling is good, it's awesome.
It's look at Damage Control versus the Survivor Series. It was the most watched women's Survivor Series ever.
See, I was gonna go back even farther than that, dude. Like Bayley and Sasha in NXT, Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha at WrestleMania 2. Awesome.
Yeah. Dude,
Awesome match.
Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler when Rhea won the NXT Championship. That was a fucking good
awesome.
match.
Dude, Rhea
That was a
Ripley
good
versus
match.
Charlotte at WrestleMania 36 with no fans was an awesome match. That was the best match of that Mania. With no fans. They put on a
Really?
show. And they were going to
Which
put
one?
on a show. WrestleMania 36 with no fans.
Oh yeah.
They opened night 1 or 2. Can't remember. Dude, it was so bad then. But yeah, they actually put on a good match with no fans.
Yeah.
And the show they would have probably put on at Raymond James Stadium that year. That whole WrestleMania was going to be like a banger, in my opinion. Like in front of a crowd.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, even their match at this previous Mania, I think, was the best match of the whole night one. Rhea versus Charlotte.
Yeah, it was awesome. I give that, and then probably the tag team match, main event.
Yeah, those good matches. But yeah, it goes back. When they give them time, they do well. But they can only focus on a handful of women's wrestlers, and that's it, because no one else steps up.
Well, that, or they just constantly feed two people together, nonsensical tag teams, and expect us to care. Like, at least when I see Katie Garner and Katana Chance, I know they're a tag team, and they have cohesive tag team moves.
Yeah.
So the fact that they won that match, which based off the logic of wrestling, Natalya and Tegan Nox getting multiple backstage interviews promoting how their team's going to win to the tag team champions, that was a nice little swerve by WWE to give it to the actual women's tag team and possibly the only tag team in the women's division.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
But let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about the national treasure, Richard Truth. I believe that's his first name.
I didn't realize how much I missed him until he came back.
Dude, you don't know what you got till it's gone, brother.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, go back and watch if you just went on an R-Truth binge of just watching clips, you'd laugh your ass off all day. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Even the pandemic ones, like, they're good.
Yeah. He says, I have an LCD TV that's almost a flat screen.
Almost a flat screen.
It was fucking great.
That was a 13-inch Magnavox from 1998.
And the fucking and the screen was scrambling.
Yes.
It was great. It was fucking great.
And even after the segment when like Damian Priest goes to like tap it on the top.
Yeah.
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 I thought he was going to like hit it and then like Raw, it would show a live feed of Raw.
Yeah.
That would have been. But the best part was when Priest gets mad, he was like, "Truth, you need to leave." And Truth just goes, "Agreed."
Yeah.
And he's good. JD? No, what does he say? He goes, "Jackie D, time for you to go."
Yeah, time for you to go.
And JD goes, "You're not part of the Judgment Day. Get out." and Priest just goes, "Hey, man, loosen up a little bit." And Truth goes, "Yeah, man, y'all need to tighten up security, lock doors around here."
Yeah. It was great.
It was so good.
Great. It was great.
Yeah.
We need more R-Truth.
No more R-Truth.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's shilling ruffles, maxi pads. I don't care what he's trying to sell to the masses. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I do not care. Give me more. Please give me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need more R-Truth.
I need some more R-Truth. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the second half of Monday Night Raw.
C.
Shinsuke Nakamura tells Cody that since he does not get to finish his story at WrestleMania, he's going to finish Cody's story for him. I was like, all right, that's a pretty good segment. Creed Brothers defeated Dominic Mysterio and JD McNoDick with the Brutus Ball. Backstage, Adam Pearce tells Seth Rollins that he has invited CM Punk to Monday Night Raw next week to offer him a Raw exclusive contract. And in the main event of Monday Night Raw, we get Seth freaking Rollins defeating main event Jey Uso with a curb stomp to retain the World Heavyweight Championship of the world. And that is known worldwide, in case you weren't aware.
Worldwide. Not just the city, the world.
Yes. Prestige worldwide,
Prestige worldwide, wide.
What'd you think about the Monday Night Raw, brother?
Let me go back to this real quick. So, my the segment they had with the New Day and the Creed brothers. The Creed brothers, they're great in the ring, but just no fucking
No,
personality.
dude, they're
It's it's
you
the
can feel
Steiner
the
brothers
cringe
all
in your
over.
spine, like when they.
Yeah, it's the Steiner brothers all over again. No personality, great in the fucking ring. Uh,
They need a
that's
manager.
yeah. What's her name is not a good manager.
Kurt Angle isn't doing a fucking thing.
Well, yeah, he's training. He's a wrestling coach at his old university, I believe.
Oh, okay. Hey, good for him.
Yeah. I saw some clip. He was training. He was training some champion wrestler, which it looked fucking cool. He still got it. Like he still wrestles like fucking great, like real wrestling.
Dude, what he's doing now after like what he told Rogan is going wrong with his body is almost miraculous. The fact that he can do what he's done, like fusion surgeries, everything he's gone through, because he suffers from I might pronounce it wrong, muscle dystrophia, something like that, where it removes the like muscle from like your body, like Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff had it late in his career. Like if you watch late WCW, in like the mid '90s, like before NWO, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff was on the show, and he would come out to the ring, and his left bicep looked like, or actually his right bicep looked like a string bean, and then his left bicep looked like when Quagmire figured out there was porn. Because he had
Popeye?
Popeye.
Yeah.
He had muscular dystrophy. Dystrophy, I think it is.
Dysmorphia?
Something like But basically, your muscles.
We're not
Go away.
doctors.
No,
we're not doctors.
I haven't even played one on TV. But yeah, like that.
I suck at Surgeon Simulator, by the way. So
I suck at Operation. Dude, shaky hands runs in my family. You ought to see my mom. She can't eat peas without a spoon. Yeah.
Oh,
I miss soup. Like I messed up my joke. I'm not even gonna say it now.
The Creed ball isn't doing it for me.
Dude,
too.
the Brutus ball, it's not good.
The Brutus
Creed ball. Dude,
yeah.
we got
They need a different finisher.
Well, no, we got to think of a shitty name for that move. Yeah, he goes balls deep. No, that makes it cool.
That makes it cool. Yeah, it's just so stupid.
It's not. Well, here's the thing. I've actually done some Mark math in my brain. Hear me out.
Okay. All right.
And I'm also a big man. His problem is like if when he's on the top rope, if he jumps off and with his right shoulder, his opponent's left shoulder on top of his shoulders, he will fall away from him. But what he tries to do is hit him dead center, and then it falls on him.
Yeah.
Because I was watching that move. Like in theory, that move could be cool if the follow through looked better in some form.
But then what's the Legion of Doom's finisher? What's it called?
God damn it!
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Because if he does it like
the
Doomsday device,
yes.
If he does it like that, it's just the Doomsday device.
No. I'm saying he does the Brutus ball, but he makes sure when he does the his right shoulder hits the opponent's left shoulder, so he fades away from him and doesn't land on him. Instead, he tries to hit him in the opposite shoulder to where he's going to fall on him.
But what I'm saying is like it's too close to the Doomsday device. It's regardless if you do it that way, it's still like a clothesline with the shoulder.
Well, no.
Shoulder tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd rather him do the Doomsday device. Shit.
Yeah, no shit. Do that. Do that instead. Because if you're a big motherfucker and you do the Doomsday device, it's gonna look fucking amazing. It looks amazing.
And if you do it not like the Legion of Doom did, where they tried to kill the man. You can make him do it. You can make the opponent make it look devastating, where he perfectly does a backflip to land on his knee/feet, and he has an opportunity to land. No, the Legion of Doom, they would literally try to rip your head off of your head.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Dude,
It was cool.
Awesome. It was
It was
cool as
fucking
fuck.
cool.
It was cool
But
as
it
fuck.
was bad. That shit would never fly now.
No, absolutely not.
Other than that, like I said, just the personality thing, like it's one of those things because when they came out, the pop wasn't there. Um, I said it. I think I said it a few weeks ago. You think they might have something going for them? I don't. I don't see the a long
I
run
see
for
the
these
big picture
guys.
with them, dude. Their athleticism is
I don't.
phenomenal.
Yeah, that's good.
And
That,
I'm telling you
that,
right now, Julius Creed is going to end up being a solo superstar. I'm not saying he's going to be good on the mic, but when it comes to what he does in the ring, WWE is going to try to push him. Something about it, I can see it. Like something about him is like he's so athletic that
yeah,
all he needs to do is learn the ins and outs of the business. Like
sure.
it's just like the guy we were just talking about, Kurt Angle. When he came into WWE, the reason he caught on so fast was due to his wrestling background and his just IQ and acumen to catch on to what was around him and adapt.
Sure.
And what Julius Creed has done in the little time he's been a wrestler, I mean, when he does those belly to belly overheads and then just kips up and does it 9 times in a row, that's badass.
Yeah. Yeah. He would have to he would have to recreate himself like Chad Gable. Chad Gable coming in with American Alpha was that. They had no personality, and then the whole Shorty G shit started happening.
Oh.
That's when the whole he recreated himself after Shorty G.
You have to have Shorty J first before we get.
That's what I'm saying. Like I personally, like I said, I don't see it, but there would have to be a drastic change to his character, and it might take him like as much as Chad Gable did years to fucking figure that out.
Yeah. Well,
So-
hey, you don't see it, and I told my brother when LA Knight was Eli Drake, this guy was going to be something, and then I told
Yeah.
him he was awesome in NXT. He's like, dude, he's a butler. He sucks. Or he's doing this butler. He sucks. And
Yeah,
then,
well,
and then when he started coming up with, then he became a model, and my brother's like, "Told you so," and I'm like, I can't argue with that logic. I was like, just give him a chance. And then he came back. I was like, dude, LA Knight. I'm telling you, LA Knight. And then one day he calls me, goes, dude, did you see the LA Knight from last night? I go, told you, bitch.
Yeah. See, I the way I see that, that's a little bit different because LA Knight was a superstar outside of WWE, and when he came to WWE, they changed his gimmick completely. They didn't let him be himself. That was the problem with LA Knight.
No, I agree with you there.
But with this guy, I mean, I hope I'm wrong because, like I said, they're good in the ring, but as of right now, I don't see it.
Absolutely. So Shinsuke Nakamura tells Cody, since he didn't get to finish his story at WrestleMania, he's going to finish his story. And dude, I thought this was awesome that they brought up the comparisons between him at WrestleMania 34 winning the Rumble and Cody winning the Rumble and going to WrestleMania 39 and both failing. Like, it started to make sense totally with all the backstage things Shinsuke has been saying for a long time.
Yeah, it was good. I definitely enjoyed the whole back and forth that they've been doing from last week to this week. My only issue with this is Cody's acting in this part was fucking horrible. God damn. It was so fucking bad. And that kind of blew away the steam that I had for it, I guess, if for lack of a better word.
Dude, Cody in WWE, like, I thought his AEW promos towards the end were cringe. Very cringe. But at the beginning, they were awesome. Like, you sent me a clip last week of a Cody promo, and I was like, dude, I was at that AEW in that one promo of the year where he called Chris Jericho a carny succubus bitch. And it was awesome. And he was great there. And then it faded into bullshit. And now it's like, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about a damn thing with you, Cody.
Yeah. The thing, because again, I'm all about presentation, and the thing that just fucking was like, oh, this is stupid now, is when Shinsuke does his whole segment or whatever, they cut back to Cody, and Cody was actually no, before that, Cody was about to go into like the corner, and then they turn the lights off, and Cody has to go back into position with the camera. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I
so
noticed that.
stupid.
Yeah.
This is so dumb. But Shinsuke speaking Japanese, man, it fucking saves it.
Dude, Shinsuke speaking Japanese is awesome. I'll read
Yeah.
Shinsuke Japanese titles all day.
Me too.
Like, and you know, like the one thing about Shinsuke is he's now the filler opponent to job to the up and coming babyface. I would like him to, even if he's going to lose at every pay-per-view to the big name, beat the shit out of everyone every week in between.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. Feed him anybody.
Like what he was doing to Seth Rollins and fucking Ricochet.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was gold.
Like, just build him up to be this big monster. Like, that is going to, by any means necessary. I thought they were going to end. Here's how I wanted the segment to end, with Shinsuke low blowing AJ, and then they go back to Raw and the lights cut on and Shinsuke low blows Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring.
Oh, that would have been.
That would have been so good.
Oh my god, yeah. That's really fucking good. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
God damn, why don't they hire us?
Dude, we've been booking this show. We've been booking this show like machines since we started.
Hire us, WWE.
Yeah,
I know you're listening.
Dude, I'm Trips. Can I call you Trips? I got good ideas. I may not be able to verbally say them very well, but I got good ideas. Yeah, so the main event, Seth Rollins defeating Jey Uso. Yeah,
so
I have a way with words, and it's bad. In the main event, Seth Rollins defeats main event Jey Uso. It's about time Jey Uso got a main event, considering his main event Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he retains his World Heavyweight Championship of the world. Dude, this match was great. Jey Uso, I mean, until Drew Sammy, that was my match. This is now my match of the week. Like, this was badass. The match was great. The commercial breaks, in my opinion, didn't hurt it, and that's one of WWE's biggest problems is commercial breaks. Like, once it came back from commercial, I was like, maybe I was just so invested that it didn't matter.
Yeah,
because like sometimes when I'm not invested, a commercial break happens. I'm like, God, like this is the worst time. Now I don't even care. Like, I want to fast forward when it comes back. Like,
the segment they had backstage where Seth and Jay talk to each other, where Seth Rollins says,
it's contagious.
I feel like I'm going to stomp your face into the mat the first chance I get. That shit turned like it flipped the switch.
Oh,
like, they were all buddy.
Yeah.
It was buddy, and then it got fucking.
He was
serious.
like, "That's fine. That's fine. I'll super kick you right in the dick, motherfucker."
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, child, let's go. Let's get it.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Let's get it."
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
dude, the match was badass. Like
it was great.
Seth Rollins, Jey Uso. The only thing with Seth Rollins is he is starting to AEW sell, or lack of, during his matches. Like, this might just be cynical, but like, it's just,
I thought this too.
Yeah, like I hate super kick parties. I hate them. I think I only time I'd like them is if the Usos, when they were tag team day one-ish and they do it, that was cool. On like those epic New Day matches or something they would have. Yeah. That's fine. But I see it so much on AEW, so when I see it on WWE, I'm like, why? Come on now, you're better than this.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that, because as the match is going, I thought the same thing. And then my fucking brain, my logic brain fucking kicks in.
Uh-oh.
And I think the reason why is because commentary keeps fucking saying the whole back thing. And it's like, we know he doesn't have a fucked up back. Like, get over it. Like, it's done. That shit's done. And they keep selling the bad back, but he's moving like he doesn't have a bad back. No. So that kills the whole momentum, like you're saying. Like, he's not selling shit anymore because he doesn't have a bad back. Stop saying it, and just let the match flow.
Dude, even if he like literally does have a bad back, Sami Zayn sold a fake ankle injury. Maybe
it was great.
We didn't even touch on that earlier. Sami Zayn's selling of his leg injury was so good that it had me questioning, was it real?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, You're a mark.
Dude, there was a couple times flipping on. I was like, oh shit, he might like, you know, we've seen so many like Achilles injuries and
Yeah.
shit like that
Yeah,
in
yeah.
NFL this year. We've seen so many injuries on, especially like, you know, like he jumps off the second rope and then he comes up lip and he just sells it so well. You call me a fucking mark, but he was doing his job. You can laugh, you can cry, I don't care. The man had me sold hook, line, and sinker that there was a 50-50 chance he was hurt.
And again, the logic, if he was really hurt, they would have stopped the match. They would have done the X. It's like a whole the Xia Li thing, the whole kick in the head. They stopped the match. No, they didn't stop the match. It's just
Hold on. There's MJF finished an entire match at Full Gear with a hip that was dislocated. It is possible to push through your injury to make it through to do your job that evening. Just saying.
yeah.
Just saying.
You're not wrong, but I just think
I'm still a mark. I'm still a fucking mark.
Yeah.
We call a spade and a mark.
A spade, a mark a mark.
Yeah.
No, the what I like about when they sell these injuries is back in the old day, back in the golden era, where you had legit storytelling in matches, you'd work on a body part, and after the injury, Drew McIntyre started going after the leg. You know, he fucking tackled under the leg. You don't really see that anymore. You don't fucking see.
Dude, you saw it on Friday night. Randy Orton was working down every body part of Dominic Mysterio that entire match, and it was awesome. I was watching it going, wrestling. Thank you. He was working every body part, trying to put him in agonizing pain to get the victory.
Yeah, and now it's all about spot.
Dude, I will take a back rake over a Canadian destroyer every day of the week.
Yeah, or a hold, or some type of hold to I don't know, something. Again, these matches are just spot fest, and obviously it's entertaining. It's what people want to see live, but on TV, it's just another stunt on TV.
As a conditioned wrestling fan to watch wrestling, it just, you see it and you're like, you're either gonna love it or hate it.
Yeah,
and. Like, that's the thing with AEW. It depends on the people in the match, whether I love it or hate it. When it comes to WWE, when I see it, I expect it in AEW. When I see it in WWE, I'm like, come on, you could have done this better. There had to have been a better way.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I love nice big spots sporadically. Mm-hmm. Every match doesn't have to be a car crash. Every match doesn't have to be 50 people running in, setting up some storyline that doesn't make, like, it's stupid. Sometimes just a good match in between, like the way Raw opened. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, they got a quick couple-minute promo on each other.
Yeah.
Sami mentioned Drew's family, and Drew called the referee because he heard enough. Don't you talk about my fucking family. And they got down to business.
Wait. Time out. Let's go back to that. I'm sorry. We kind of jumped too fast on this one. The promo that Sami delivered on Drew, where he's like, yeah, I was embarrassed in front of my family, but I came back and redeemed myself and won the main event at WrestleMania. That shit was like, oh yeah. I was like, get him, girl.
But then he was like, what does your family think?
Yeah. Oh,
Drew just goes, give me a referee now.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
See, shit like that. Give me stuff like that. Give me them cutting promos and then getting into a fight.
I don't know if it was you or Nate, like last week or the 2 weeks before, where I was like, can Raw just start with a match, like, soon? Like that was the one thing I said about, like, AEW, I knock a lot of their shit they do, but most of the time, they just start off with a match. And that's refreshing.
Well, I think the difference between AEW and WWE, the biggest difference is that
fans.
WWE, well, besides that, I'm talking about the product itself. Let's talk about just the product itself. WWE is a soap opera for men, right? AEW isn't. It's more of the wrestling, if you will. So they're gonna get in right away with the match, which is great. WWE has to build a story for that episode, which that's where the difference happens. And if you can incorporate both at the same time, like you did this week with Sami and Drew, you'll fucking have people hooked.
Quick to the point, dude.
Quick to the point.
The best part of like Raw, other than R-Truth in the main event, was it opening with just quick, straight to the point, fuck you promo. Yeah. And match.
Yeah. You know your audience. Most wrestling fans, our attention span isn't that great. Our IQs aren't that high either. Yeah. So we want to see some fighting.
Well, first of all, if you're gonna have a 20-minute opening monologue, I better be looking at Rhea Ripley or Drew McIntyre in his briefs.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Some eye candy out there.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Otherwise, fuck you, let's fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but going back, like the differences between the Seth Rollins and the Drew McIntyre fight, Seth Rollins and Jay was spot after spot after spot. But it was still good.
Yeah, well, I had some beef with it though.
What's that?
All right. So there were multiple times where I was expecting Drew McIntyre to interfere and cost the match. And I
would have liked that.
Yeah, dude. Well, there was one time I thought it needed to happen. It should have happened.
Yeah.
Was Jay hit 2 super kicks, and first of all, he'd already hit 2 super kicks, and then another move, Samoan drop, and then something else, and went up for the splash. Rollins kicked out at 2. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, the spear and then the first spear and then the splash. That's fine. Mm-hmm. And then he does the whole sequence for the most part again later on. And Rollins, and I'm waiting on Drew McIntyre to like Claymore Jay while he's pinning him. Because while I'm watching this, being a mark, Jay looked up. Like,
yeah, I saw that. Yes, I noticed that. Yes. Yeah.
And I'm waiting for Drew McIntyre to kick his fucking head off. And he doesn't. And then Seth kicks out. And I'm like, okay. Like,
when is he coming?
Well, what's the point of doing that spot twice where he hits the splash?
Maybe they changed it, because now that you mention it, Jay does look up like he's waiting for something to happen.
He looked up on the first one too, but not as much as the second one.
They must have changed it on the spot or something.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, the match
maybe
played
Drew
out.
couldn't get his. Maybe Drew couldn't get his dick in his fucking jeans. That's why it took him forever to come out.
He's got his big dick jeans on, dude. BDJs. I wear them every day. BDJs. Yeah, big jeans.
He wears skinny jeans because they don't fit him. That's why. Regular jeans don't fit him.
No,
monster thighs.
No, he wears skinny. He wears skinny jeans on his leg. He wears extra huskies around his dick.
He wears those Jenko jeans that make him.
Yeah, he puts some Jenkos around that.
Did you wear Jenkos back then?
I had a pair in 7th grade. I had one pair.
So did I.
Yeah. I had black. They were black and they were huge. I'm telling you, they were the biggest pair of jeans you've ever seen in a middle school in the history of middle schools. They were fucking wide. They were long. They were about as long as the border wall I tried to put up, but they didn't finish the seams, just like that fat ass's waist.
Did you have Osiris's or DC's with those Jenkos?
I had lugs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. You remember the lugs move of the week?
Yeah. Of course. I had the DC's. I was a DC guy.
You had the DC's?
I was a skater kid.
In middle school, I was rocking Airwalks.
my no skip CD player.
Dude, when my Walkman stopped skipping, dude, that was awesome.
I was rocking the Chronic 2001 in my fucking CD.
Dude, I was listening to DMX on the bus as a white boy.
Oh yeah, and then there was X.
Yeah, yes, dude. Dude, I love all rap music made up until about 2007.
Same. I think,
then there are exceptions after that. There are quite a few.
Every song, same, 100%.
And there are artists who I will continue to love. Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, love them. Love rap music. I listen to classic rock every day. I listen to everything but country music. It sucks.
Yeah, I like country.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I listen to everything myself, but country included.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
I just want to be white.
I just want to be brown. On that note, let's give some awards.
Let's give some awards.
All right, so who did you have as the Sofa King worst on the mic?
Worst on the mic, I couldn't decide.
There was quite a few nominees.
Well, they were both cringe moments. Shayna Baszler using her whole limb to limb thing again, it fucking drives me insane.
I hate that. Or when she does the snap tap.
Yeah, but Logan Paul on his promo when he came out by himself first before Kevin Owens came out, he was saying
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, he was saying some gibberish, so I'm gonna have to give it to Logan.
Hold on. Can I try to recreate what I think you think is the worst thing he said? All right, hold on.
I don't want you to, but you're gonna.
I'm doing this for the people.
For the people.
He goes, and I beat Rey Mysterio. Got, hit.
Yes, yeah.
And
that
like,
shit was.
Did I hit that on the nose there? What is that? Is that a new thing? Please enlighten me on the new culture. Is that like people just go, yeah?
I don't fucking know. I'm older than you, man.
That is true. Fuck. Yeah, but
I have a kid.
Yeah, but you're out there in Arizona with all those like hipsters, probably.
Oh no! Whoa, we're it's anti-hipster here in Arizona. Anti-hipsters here. This is in California.
All right,
we're not in Cali or New York.
California. Who I had on worst on the mic, Shotzi Blackheart. She just goes, seems to me there's enough damage control to go around. And I was like, that doesn't even make sense, lady. What you're saying. At all.
I don't even remember.
No.
I was so enamored with her with how she looked, I didn't even pay attention.
Dude, you know what? I usually give her worst dressed. First of all, she is a gorgeous woman. And when she's not having the spiky pinhead hair.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Gorgeous woman.
Beautiful.
Good looking
beautiful
gal. I mean, she walked out, she was looking very busty. Looking great. I give her that. Mm-hmm. But when she puts that stick in her hand, and it's not the stick I'm looking for, it sucks. And it doesn't suck in the way I was looking for either.
You're so misogynistic.
Sure. I love women. I think they're awesome. They are the best thing on this planet. There's nothing better than a good woman. But there's nothing worse than a Shotzi Blackheart promo. Said what I said, and I mean what I mean.
Yeah, no.
Let's move on to some good things. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Oh. What?
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say the best in the mic.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
I had Sami Zayn with the I redeemed myself with going on to WrestleMania and winning the championships.
That was awesome.
On Drew.
That was awesome.
Great.
I went with Kevin Owens with the Vine reference. It only took me 6 seconds to figure out you're an insufferable jackass.
Yeah, that was funny. That was good.
Which for some of you younger folks that are listening, some of you millennials, Vine was an app that came out about 10, 11, 12 years ago. And it was their main point was you had 6 seconds to get across your point.
It was the revolution of social media.
It actually brought social media. It brought shorthand, short clips form to the masses.
Mm-hmm. It's actually the downfall of social media too, because it's what created influencers. Because before that, you didn't have content that you can record for a few seconds on social media.
No, you jackass. You
just watch Jackass. You watched Jackass and quoted Anchorman the entire day.
Yep. I mean, I still do that to this day.
Oh, I fucking do that all the time. Me and my kid do it all the time.
Nice. All right, so who did you have as Sofa King Gross this week? Just bleh.
Shayna.
Shayna? Yeah,
Shayna.
like the Karate Gi, looking like a 6-year-old at a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it's just like a 6-year-old that just got out of fucking karate class and going to a pizza party
With the body of a 6-year-old.
My thing too is the eyeshadow thing. I fucking can't hate that.
That, and I don't think she was doing it this week. She didn't do the card thing where she's just sitting there shuffling cards.
Oh no, she didn't do that.
Nah, yeah. Like, you can be the queen of spades, but like, in my opinion, the card thing's stupid unless you like have the ability to flick it at people 900 miles an hour and stick in their skin. That would be cool.
I was just thinking that too.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yes,
that'd be fucking great.
yes. But no, like
No.
yeah. Like, my favorite comic book character, is Gambit. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's dope. And she starts flicking them at people and pissing them off.
Yeah, that'd been great.
Dude, anytime Natalia's cutting a promo and all of a sudden just cards start hitting her in the face, I'm like, yes.
You heard it here first, folks. If Shayna fucking starts doing that, that means they're listening.
Yep, that, and I will become a Shayna Baszler fan.
Me too.
And I was a
100%.
Shayna Baszler fan in NXT.
In NXT. Yep.
Dude.
Yep. Same.
Yeah.
In NXT, and then before she got buried by Becky Lynch.
Yes.
When she came in the Elimination Chamber, when she took out everybody. That was fucking awesome.
Took out
that
everybody.
Was awesome.
I don't understand why she got jobbed to Becky Lynch when Becky Lynch was pregnant.
Remember, we talked about that. That's the only reason why, because she wanted to give the belt to Asuka.
That was so dumb.
That was so
dumb.
But
you know what? It did. If they did it that way or the other way, looking back on it, would it change anything now that we're talking about? No. It's just us having an opinion about how it matters. Does that change the trajectory of history? Baszler winning that title? No. It would have changed hands on some stupid show at Tropicana Field in the Thunderdome.
Yeah. When you're right, you're right.
All right, so I mean, dude, when you bring the utmost logic to a situation, there's nothing you can do.
Nope.
Who as the Sofa King hottest? Just spit fire this week.
I had Kairi Sane.
I had a member of Damage Control as well, but I had Io Sky. Yes.
I don't remember Io Sky because
well,
I was so
I don't remember Kairi Sane because I was looking at Io Sky.
I don't remember Io Sky because I was looking at Kairi Sane. She's just so gorgeous, man.
They both are.
Hey,
let's both go back and watch it and just stare at the other person. We're all right here. There's no wrong answers.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. There is no wrong answer.
No. There's no wrong answer on the hottest unless you say Nia Jax. Then we're going to have a little conversation. We're going to have a little something to talk about. All right, so this week, what'd you have as a
end of Sofa Kings?
Dude, it'd be the end of times. The end of days.
End of days.
Yes, end of days. What'd you have as the Sofa King shittiest move of the week?
The Shayna suplex. The fucking the inadvertently eating ass move.
Well, I'm going to double up your answer and agree with you. Nia falling on his head during the German suplex.
That was bad. Like, she fucking squished her. And then Shayna's like, this. And then Shayna's like this, and it's like, no shit, that's not acting. Folks, that's not acting.
No.
She landed on her
But then she got right back up and continued the match. Like, I give it to Shayna. But,
sure.
But also, like, in Shayna's defense, she should have put her head more to the opposite direction.
Of course, yeah.
But then, have you seen Nia Jax? Like, that's like 2 more feet. It's like the human body can only contort so much.
I mean, Brock Lesnar does that to Big Show, and he fucking moves, so there's no excuse.
Yeah.
It's bad on both. No excuses.
Ipso fatso, we're all the. Who'd you have as the
Good.
Sofa King dopest awesome move of the week?
You know what? Looking at my notes, I didn't write one down because I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head when I was watching this.
Oh, I got one. Bobby Lashley's spear to Butch was incredible. Because when Bobby Lashley hits his spear, he does a front flip afterwards. But when Butch got hit, he did a perfect back flip over. And like they just did it perfect synchronous. It just looked badass. Like there was no way, like, didn't matter who the opponent was. It could have been Hulk Hogan hulking up on all the vitamins. He wasn't kicking out of that. It was devastating. It might as well have been 6 F5s WrestleMania 34 to Roman Reigns. He wasn't kicking out of that last one.
I'll take your word for it. I don't remember off the top of my head now.
I'm a glutton for a good spear because I hate when I see a shitty spear.
Bobby Lashley does have a good spear.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley does have a great spear. All right,
great spear.
What'd you have as the Sofa King worst match of the week?
Shayna and Nia.
I had the women's tag botch fest.
See, that wasn't on Hulu, so I didn't get to see it.
Fuck you, USA Network.
I thought you were gonna say "fuck you" to me. I was like, "Fuck it up,
no.
I mean, Shayna and Nia. Okay, so let's just try to be optimistic here. Glass half full.
Hey, let's break this down. Let's break this down to scale half full.
I think that if Shayna and Nia would have been maybe 40% shorter match, it would have been okay. Because they actually went back and forth. It actually was a good back and forth match, but the longer they went, the more botchy and frustrating it was. So I think by default, because it was so long, it made it for the worst match in my opinion.
No Nia Jax match should have a commercial break.
Yes. When that happened, I'm like,
and if they want to put her big ass in picture, my 75-inch TV ain't big enough.
So it's funny you say that because I have the Hulu version that comes free with Spotify. So it's the one with ads. So they actually played the ad during that commercial spot. So it really was a commercial for me.
Oh man, wow. Dude, that match, dude, the women's tag match was bad. All right. I hate Natalya. She sucks.
Really? That's the first time you ever mentioned that.
There was a point in this match where she was trying to get a Tegan chant going. And she kept going and kept thinking eventually someone is going to latch on. And she eventually figured out by like the 9th Tegan that only 14 people were joining. And I'm a Tegan Nox fan. Tegan Nox sympathizer. Yeah. I loved her in NXT. I don't like when they take good women and put them in these stupid tag teams in the main roster. Yeah. It ruins everything about them. And just Natalya just going, Tegan! And you can hear like 2-3-year-olds and a fucking grandma going, Tegan! I'm just like, oh God, this sucks.
It's when they're trying to push someone that isn't over on the crowd. Like, don't force that shit down our throats.
It's not going to make me want that even more.
Yeah, exactly. Let it be organic, and we'll fucking get behind it 100%. R-Truth is a perfect example. He does everything so organically at first. Because if you go back to R-Truth, he was not over as he is now.
No,
and he became organic to where you fucking love this guy.
Dude, the pandemic helped out R-Truth, actually.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But yeah, you gotta do it naturally. Otherwise it's just we're gonna hate him like John Cena and shit like that.
And here's the thing with R-Truth. I love his utter stupidity, but I also, when he did, if any other character was trying to pull off the same thing, it wouldn't seem natural. But for him, like, he plays it so well to where you literally think that's what he's thinking.
Do you remember that whole transition with R-Truth? How he became stupid?
Was it with Goldust?
It was no Goldust. I think you're thinking Goldust when he shocked himself when he had that tick.
No, I was thinking of just them as the Golden Truth.
The Golden Truth. It was just a little bit after Golden Truth where R-Truth gets knocked out, and then he starts doing all the fucking slow, tardy stuff.
Is that when he started talking about Lil Jimmy again?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So then remember he comes out and in one of the matches, I can't remember what match it was on, and he comes out with the ladder and fucking puts the ladder in the middle of the ring and tries to come up and grab the Money in the Bank. Yeah. The Royal Rumble. And then the day after the Money in the Bank, he comes out and talking to people, and Kane's like, "You're not even in the match. That was yesterday." Shit like that.
Dude,
see that
like,
slow transition was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. Or like, you know, when he's asking Priest, "How did I do in the match? Did we win?"
Yeah, that shit's fucking great.
We didn't win. Hey, you motherfuckers need to start locking the doors around here.
Yeah. It's great. It's because it's organic, long-term storytelling. He's a great wrestler too. Which
he is.
Fucking,
First of all, he's a former NWA champion, and I know a lot of people these days don't find that to be a prestigious honor, but it is.
It is.
It is. Being a former NWA champion before 2019 is a big deal, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion. He's a former NWA champion. Dude, he got fired from WWE early on in his career. Went to TNA. Yeah, R-Quick.
He kicked ass in TNA.
TNA is so underrated. So underrated.
100%.
Dude, TNA from like 2005 to like 2011, so good. So good. Especially like 2005, 2009.
Beer Money.
Dude,
God
Beer
damn.
Money. They were firing on all cylinders. I mean, Big Papa Pump was just, you put a mic in his hand, he was gold. It didn't matter. Didn't fucking matter. That dude was just annihilating. Perk Angle. Every fat ass that came in front of Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. Dude, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. Those triple threats. Yeah. Those triple threats between Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels. Phenomenal.
The X Division was fucking great.
The X Division, just great. Dude, it was so good. TNA was fucking good. It was
Remember when Kurt Angle had all the belts?
Every belt.
Dude, that was so fucking cool. Because it reminded me of like my creative characters in wrestling. Like I would have my character had all the belts.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like one of my favorite cruiserweights from back in the WCW days, Ultimo Dragon. It reminded me of him, how he would have all the belts.
That's my brother's favorite wrestler, Ultimo Dragon.
Dude, Ultimo Dragon. Depending on how you want to word him, Ultimo. I call him Ultimo Dragon. Yeah. Ultimo Dragon, dude, he was awesome. Those matches he had with Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko in 95, 96, 97. Dude, they were awesome.
Yeah. Me and my buddy went to a wrestling show one time, and I had a Rey Mysterio mask, and he had an Ultimo Dragon mask.
Dude, I hope you brought Sonny Ono with you. That would have been incredible.
Oh, no. It was so funny because we took this Mormon guy that worked with us, who didn't know us outside of work, and he was like, "I'm never hanging out with you guys ever again."
Which one of his wives did you try to fuck?
None of them. Fuck no, they were nasty. But it was one of those things where, like, yeah, I like wrestling. I want to tag along. I was like, are you sure? Because, all right. And he's like, no, I'm never hanging out with you guys ever again. Good, motherfucker. But yeah, Tegan Knox, the whole thing was just bad.
Yeah, it was bad. What'd you have as your Sofa King, awesome, best, coolest fucking match you saw this week?
Oh, Sammy Drew for me.
I had Sammy Drew, but I switched it to Seth and
Jay?
Yeah, Jay.
See, I had it that too. I wrote down Drew and Sammy, then I watched Seth and Jay. And then the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, you know what? I did like, because I like the whole I'm looking at it from as a whole. The
Dude,
whole
I'm
segment.
starting to agree with you before you even make your point. Like I already know where you're going. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Overall, it's a
that
better.
whole to me was.
It wasn't a spot fest. Like there was a
No.
story. There was an injury angle. There was,
The tension between both
and
of them.
first of all, it's palpable. You cut it with a knife.
Yeah, even when the ref first comes in, they're still just staring at each other. Like I thought the ref was going to come in, they're going to start fucking throwing haymakers. No, the ref comes in, and they're just still staring at each other. And it was just.
And then they start circling like sharks in water.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
let's go. You know what?
Like,
I'm switching mine. Best match of the week.
I'm like,
Drew.
give
Drew
me
Sammy.
the fucking drama.
Yeah.
TNT, more drama.
Give me the drama.
Give me the drama.
Ah.
Yeah. See.
All right, Hoovy, what do you have this week for news, rumor, innuendo, just gossip on the streets and the WWEs, the AEWs, any wrestling involved?
You want me to spill the tea, if you will?
I'd like you to spill the beans, the refried beans.
You racist fuck.
I love refried beans.
One of the few things, because I know you have some stuff you want to talk about, but one of the things that I found interesting this week was TKO COO Mark Shapiro says that he wants to cut back on WWE house shows this upcoming year. The reason behind that is because they, aside from the shows just being too long and oversaturated, they want to have the wrestlers spend more time with family, thus having people so disgruntled. Because that's one of the biggest things that when these wrestlers jump ship to other companies is the schedule. The schedule is the biggest thing, so they want to get away from that. They want to get back to where it feels like a regular job where you can go back and have quality time with your family, and I think that's fucking great.
Yeah,
That's gonna boost morale like the motherfucker.
Huge.
So,
I'm looking less days on
that.
the road, more time with the family. That's all.
Yeah.
Like for our friend Nate, he was at the Newark, Delaware. I think it was Newark, Delaware house show the other night, and on the opposite side, on the West Coast, they were having another house show.
Yeah.
With the other part, that's just dumb.
They've been doing that for ages, and it's
having B and C shows in these small towns.
Yeah. So and the reason they do that, obviously for the money and the sales, but they also try out matches too. That's their practice. So if like for example when they had LA Knight versus Roman Reigns, some of the house shows it was LA Knight versus Roman Reigns before they had the Saudi show. Yeah. So they want to get the chemistry built up between the wrestlers, but I think it's great. I think
house shows are great, just not 300 house shows a year.
Exactly,
dude.
Exactly.
House shows are way more enjoyable to go to than Raw or SmackDown, unless something good happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
WWE and Ken Shamrock have come to terms on a new deal. I don't know if you heard about this one.
No, haven't.
So WWE is going to start selling Ken Shamrock merchandise again.
Oh shit! I'm getting a shirt.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock was a big part of the Attitude Era back in WWE, WWF's heyday. What was he? A IC champion, I believe, and a tag champion, right?
He was Intercontinental champion, tag champion. I don't think he won the European title.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He was also the special guest referee for Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13.
Yes.
That was his introduction to WWE.
Yeah.
So he was the world's most dangerous man. Never forget that.
Yeah. So they started selling his merch online as of today, actually. So it's likely going to be a Legends deal. I don't know if he's going to be back on TV. They haven't really clarified because it just happened. So we'll see. Ken Shamrock was one of those guys that, like coming out, like I didn't really care, but he was entertaining, but I didn't really care for him.
I was at the age where I just found him so badass.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're older than me, but like when I saw him, I was watching wrestling with my brothers and we're like, this dude's a beast.
Yeah.
And then we find out and I find out even far down the road, this is before I became a UFC fan. I was like, that guy fought in the UFC?
Yeah, I didn't know
and
that.
Come to find out, he was one of the baddest men in the UFC in the beginning years of that organization
when it first came out. Yeah,
yeah
when they didn't have weight
when they
classes.
had no rules.
No,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
UFC one
I remember
has a
watching UFC.
match that has an unlimited round time.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time limit for the round. It ends when you kill the other guy.
I remember watching UFC one with my dad when I was a
Oh
kid.
wow.
It was fucking great. It was fucking great. You had that big old fat guy versus the little guy.
Big fat ass.
Yeah, but versus a little guy in the
Yeah.
gi.
Yeah, little guy in the gi.
I don't remember
Dude,
the names, but
half the guys in UFC one wore gis. Half of them didn't know how to throw a punch. There were no rules though. You could knee in the head on a grounded opponent. You could do everything but kick someone in the dick.
Yes,
It was awesome.
Good shit. Speaking of awesome, one of my favorite wrestlers of modern time is believed to be a free agent at the end of January. Kashuska Okada. His contract is expiring on January 31st.
The Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker. Now, it's more likely he's going to be able to sign with Japan, but WWE is heavily invested to get Okada into their company. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But
Dude, they'd have to give him a part-time schedule where he can live in Japan. I feel like that's the only way.
So
and when I mean part-time, I mean like more than like what you think part-time, like a 50%. Like, I'm not sure if you understand what I'm saying. Like,
no,
he
I
would
get
be
it.
more part-time than like Roman Reigns but like he wouldn't be around.
So here's the thing about Okada is that a lot of people, unless you're watching New Japan, Brock Lesnar had during his championship reign had more matches than Okada did when he was champion in New Japan.
Oh wow.
So Okada is not a regular full-time wrestler as it is. So him coming to WWE could make a lot. It could work because he's not going to have a full schedule like he did he's ever done in New Japan. So we'll see. Now the reason I bring that up because there's actually more belief that he's joining now that he's a free agent than it was in the past. But going back to what you said, the whole because it reminded me of what the Will Ospreay deal as to why Will Ospreay signed with AEW and not WWE. The biggest reason was because AEW is going to let Will Ospreay live in the UK so he can be with his family, and WWE said no, you got to live in the States.
Dude, they let Pac show up 4 days out of the year. They're going to let Will Ospreay do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, exactly. So Okada, I mean, like I said a few weeks ago during the Survivor Series predictions, Okada and Shinsuke Nakamura are best friends in real life. So he already has that going for him. Maybe moving to the States. So I don't know.
Dude, I hope Okada comes to the WWE. That'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking.
Dude, here's how much of a mark I am. I watched his 2000, I want to say 16 G1 final against Shinsuke Nakamura 2 days ago. It was like a 45-minute match in the middle of like 110 degrees in some stadium, and they're sweating bullets, and they beat the shit out. It was awesome. Yeah. It was one of Shinsuke's last matches before he came to WWE.
Yeah. It
was badass. It was Okada's second G1 championship. I believe he was like still like a heel at the time. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. Dude, yeah, he's a phenomenal wrestler. Anyone who wants to say, "Oh, he's New Japan, I don't know who he is." No, if you watch wrestling and you hear the name Okada, you know who the fuck he is.
It's that coin drop,
stupid. Dude. Yeah, you hear that coin drop?
It could possibly be their version of the glass break.
Dude, here's something we mentioned in the message the other day. People who know wrestling, who pretend not to know wrestling, go fuck yourself.
For the sake of being a troll
or a troll or a mark or build. Yeah, no, don't. Yeah, if I know that you follow the product and you want to play coy and dumb, that's stupid. It's dumb.
If you pretend that WWE is the only wrestling promotion out there, you're a fucking moron.
When you have and if you have a voice in the world on social media where you
Mm-hmm.
project your wrestling opinions in a manner where you have a large following and you
Yeah.
pretend not to know something, you're a jackass.
See.
Yeah, see.
See.
What you got any more news, brother?
Yeah, I got one more thing that it's from Shawn Michaels. He was
You
interviewed by
said Shawn Michaels Ross Sapp?
Shawn. No, Shawn. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck you.
Fuck the guy. Oh, CM Punk's not coming to WWE. Go fuck yourself, Shawn
MJF plane
Rossap.
ticket.
You fucking idiot.
Also, fuck you, Bobby.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels was interviewed on the Cheap Heat with podcast with Peter Rosenberg, and he went on to say something very interesting. And I quote, he says, "To me, Dominic Mysterio is the MVP of WWE this year. Every time he comes in, I look at him, and it's the hardest working man in the show business. He's been an Iron Man for us. I can't speak to what he does on the main roster, but just done everything we asked for him. He's done it professionally. He's done it admirably, and he's done it to the best of his ability." And coming from Shawn Michaels,
Dude, that's spot on. Like,
it's accurate. I mean,
it's accurate as shit.
being an MVP, obviously it's debatable. It's an opinion.
You don't
But
have to, you don't have to have the most yards, the most touchdowns to be the most valuable person on your team.
And it's fucking up there, man. He gets the reaction,
Yeah,
and that's all you need. He gets a reaction.
yeah, dude. He does
Man.
what he does his job to the best of his abilities. He elicits a reaction. He's a great heel. He's a chicken shit heel. He works
Yeah.
it perfectly. He does it backstage.
He thrives on it. It looks like.
Dude, it's awesome. He's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
This is way better than. I mean, the last time I enjoyed Dominic Mysterio before he clotheslined his dad and kicked Edge in the dick was when Seth Rollins put him between the ropes and started beating him with a kendo stick back in the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah. It's high praise coming from Shawn Michaels.
Well deserved. Dominic Mysterio, you are one of the MVPs of WWE days. You're pulling double, if not triple duty on NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. You have to be moving all over the country to be able to make all these dates. You're doing more than most. Dude, keep up the good work, brother. You're doing great.
He's a young kid. He's hungry and
hungry.
At one point, I think we all had the same opinion of him when he first came into WWE. He's only in it because of Dad.
Yeah, he went from no bitch to I love this guy.
Yeah,
and he very quickly because these days because we live in an age of where there's social media and you start seeing famous people's kids come up. There wasn't that in the past where it wasn't visually documented. So we see all these Nepo babies and all this stuff, and you just want to go, ugh. Some of them, they're earning their keep. They're actually doing a great job. Some of them deserved, their family was just built to do that.
It's like The Rock's daughter.
Ugh. She ain't built to wrestle.
Nope.
No.
But
she's got a body for not wrestling.
Yeah, and a face too. No face. She's not a pretty girl. I don't think so. That's all I had for news and rumors.
All right. Well, here's what I have this week. All right. So
WWE.
Yeah. Speaking of shitty people or people having stupid names, WWE has filed for some more NXT related trademarks this week. The company filed for Keanu Carter, Dion Wilder, and Dion Lennox as of December 1st under the Entertainment Services classification with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Two of those names are very similar, so they're probably for the same person. First of all, Dion Wilder, I got beef with that. Huge Deontay Wilder fan. Do not like it. Keanu Carver, huge Keanu Reeves fan. Instantly do not like it. Dion Lennox. All this comes back to either wrestling or Keanu.
Or boxing.
I meant boxing. I like Lennox Lewis. I hate.
Yeah.
What are these names, dude?
They that's just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. That's really what it is.
Keanu Carver.
Yeah. That's all it is. Take it with a grain of salt, my friend. Relax.
Ah,
Relax, Marky Mark.
no, dude, these names are stupid. Like I
They
know
are.
when I see
Oh,
them on
yeah, yeah.
NXT,
They're
I
stupid
know
as
when
fuck.
I see them, I'm like, dude, they
It's
are
like
gonna have to be so physically imposing
it's like
for
Braun
me to be
Breaker.
like, yeah,
Braun Breaker's a stupid ass name.
stupid name.
Yeah.
Hmm. Why can't he be Braun Rechsteiner?
Braun
That,
Steiner.
well, his last name's Rechsteiner. You don't even have to give him Steiner. I get it.
Yeah.
It should be Steiner.
Yeah.
But
Should
why
be
not
Steiner.
call him Braun Rechsteiner or Rex Steiner, which is a short, like
Sure.
short.
Perfect.
Dude, it's
Perfect.
so dumb.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Braun Breaker with 2 Ks. Don't forget the 2 Ks.
Both for the 2Ks. But it's the whole thing. You know, they want to they don't want him to trademark their name so they can have a whole Cody Rhodes John Cena thing again. They hold their names hostage.
Yeah, I guess so. It's still dumb.
It's dumb.
Well, the problem is some of
Take
these
it-
people
take-
when they replace with these stupid names, their original name is good. They just don't want to give them the likeness. And
That's what I'm saying.
I understand it's a business. It's a business.
Take a deep breath, my friend. Woosa.
So if you noticed this week on WWE, but they blurred out the Yeet shirt during Jey Uso's package because the term Yeet and Yeet movement has been trademarked in 2021 by an independent wrestler named Casey Huffman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, so the application for Yeet has been suspended since October 2022 since they tried to trademark. And as a result, the company is seemingly distancing itself from the word, likely due to complications with the trademark. And this said gentleman, independent wrestler Casey Huffman, I believe he's from West Virginia or Virginia. He's now deleted all his social media because he is getting complete vitriol from the people for no reason.
Fucking marks.
Yeah, dude. If you want to get on the internet and give someone else shit for having a trademark and having a better idea than WWE 2 years before they do, go fuck yourself. Literally, go fucking sit. Go grab a 4-stool bar stool, turn that sumbitch upside down, shine your asshole real nice up with lube just to give you the fucking satisfaction, and jump on any peg you want, because you're a piece of shit. People who get online and bash people over wrestling, and it's not like a casual, I'm on this person's side of this person's side of a feud. Like, if you're not talking about the actual wrestling, like, I get people arguing what they want, what they'd rather see. But when you talk about the real life of it, a real person, this guy is slumming from freaking bingo hall to local gymnasium to local American Legion gym.
Yeah.
Trying to just earn some paycheck, earn some extra money in between his full-time job.
Yeah. The guy's working for a fucking hot dog and a handshake. And
hot dog and a hand job. And you guys want to come out here and not even give him a courtesy spit.
He's not that good for a hand job.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, but dude, wrestling fans, you're so bad. Like, just the toxic hate. Dude, I love a good engaging conversation, debate, argument over a topic. But when it gets to stuff like this, where you have to send just some poor Johnny-come-lately into the goddamn darkness, delete all his social medias, the only way he promotes to do what he does in the state of West Virginia, like, who's going to watch him? Pat McAfee and some Mountaineers? I don't fucking know. But leave the guy alone. He's just trying to earn some money.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
And do not knock this guy. Give WWE's huge machine behind him. All the lawyers, all the copyrights, this. They didn't fucking find it. Why is nobody blaming them? Why is nobody giving them shit? Last time I checked, 1 day ago during Raw, they were still selling the Yeet shirt on WWE Shop.
They were. It wasn't until this week.
No, they were selling it during Raw. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So what else we got here? Let's see. Dude, I got fired up. All right, so WWE Home Video.
No shit.
WWE Home Video UK announced they will no longer be producing physical media content beyond this year. The final WWE event released for the UK fans will be the Crown Jewel Blu-ray and DVD, and the final US event released in the United States will be the War Games Survivor Series Blu-ray and DVD. They will be no longer making physical media content moving forward.
Smart.
This is buying, unless you're collecting, no one's buying.
Well, for me, it's more like I still buy physical stuff when it comes to like video games and movies, because when you buy digital, you don't own it. Whether you buy it, if you buy it, you don't own it at the end of the day. It's a temporary, permanent ownership of the content that you have
Through the provider you bought it through.
Exactly. So if WWE if you want to buy Survivor Series War Games 2023, and then a year from now WWE says, "Fuck you, I'm taking it down," you're fucked.
Yeah.
They just stole your money. So,
all right. Well, the last thing I have is not WWE involved, but it involves AEW, the second tier promotion in the American continent, the continental United States.
The word of curse.
Well, yes.
AEW.
Yes. All right. So AEW's partnership with Ric Flair, Tony Khan has gone on to say that, I quote, "We're not paying Ric Flair. Ric Flair is essentially paying us.
Oh, I saw this.
We're getting paid by Woo Energy for all his appearances, so we are collecting revenue from them."
What a fucking mark.
Oh, a mark, yes, but like, how do you say that? Okay, Ric Flair pays us to come on our TV, like, and say what he said. And dude, I'm wearing a Ric Flair shirt. I love Ric Flair. Nature boy till I die. He can say what he wants, but in the national perception of what's going on, Tony Khan,
he's just being sarcastic.
You think?
Oh, 100%. You think Ric Flair's gonna fucking go and pay? You know, he's just being sarcastic with the whole Woo thing. Fucking asshole. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's no fucking way Ric Flair's doing this shit for free.
No.
So he's just so he's basically saying, and this is how I took it, because I saw this too earlier today. I saw it as, I'm going to say this out loud because I'm hoping that Ric Flair brings in the ratings that I lost because of the CM Punk shit that he's not going to get.
I agree with that. Totally.
It's just, it sucks. Ric Flair, here's my hot take. I don't think he was all that great. He made I don't know. I just think he never did it for me.
Join us for another awesome week of Sofa King podcast. You can follow us at Sofa King Smarks on Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TikTok. I am in Hoovie's Top 8, Nate's Top 8, Bobby's Bottom 8. This is my co-host, That Dude Ben, a.k.a. Whobencio. How do you spell that, brother?
WHOBENCIO on Instagram.
Whobencio.
Yes, and That Dude Ben 85 everywhere else.
And
even Vine.
Even Vine, dude. You can find him 6 seconds at a time. It's the greatest 6 seconds you ever find in your life. You can follow me at Chet is Wrestling and all those.
Also known as my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah. I am also the only fan of that OnlyFans.
It's the best 6 seconds you'll pay for.
Yeah. You want the best 6 seconds of your life? You follow that man. I'll tell you right now. Oh, dude, he'll get your pussy wetter faster than Drew McIntyre. I am Chet is Wrestling, and you can follow me at all those same social media platforms. Dude, please follow Sofa King Smarts Podcast. We are delivering great content every week. Please share, follow, like, subscribe. Give us a content, or give us a comment. It doesn't matter. Give us a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that. We are trying to grow in the wrestling community. We are trying to bring the masses great wrestling content. Whobencio, a.k.a. Whobencio. I mean, there's nobody in this business that does it better than him. I'm just along for the ride. So if I can get all you guys to join us in this great venture we call Sofa King Smarts Podcast, and we grow this thing into a national phenomenon. Yeah. Please, thank you. Like, subscribe. We're here for you. We're here to bring you the best wrestling content you can have.
Yeah, we just tell one person.
All you have to do is tell one person. Don't thank us. Pay it forward.
Have that one person tell another person.
Yeah, dude. Tell a friend. Tell another friend.
Tell a friend. The 6th degree.
Yeah, the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever it is. 6 degrees of Kevin. Yeah, this is 6 degrees of Sofa King Smarks podcast. Dude, just all you got to do is just tell a friend about us. It takes no time out of your day. It doesn't cost any money. I mean, we're here for you. Not yet.
I want to go to WrestleMania, you fuckers.
Also, dude, I'm trying to produce Hoovy. He can only afford 6-second OnlyFans clips.
Yeah, hey. Is it free?
Please like and subscribe. Sofa King Smarks. Thank you.
Thank you for watching Sofa King Smarks podcast, yeah. And if you could do the Macho Man a favor, yeah, if you could please give them a like, follow, and subscribe, the Macho Man would appreciate it.